Good morning, everyone. Welcome to another moment at Breakfast, Business, and Branding. Today, for breakfast, I'll be having some boiled eggs, and that's probably it. One of the things is, as a me and my friends, we're in this competition to like lose weight and who can work out the most, and there's money involved. So we are doing a little bit of we're putting what is it? We're putting some high stakes on the bet of losing weight and getting healthy this year. So we're actually pretty excited. Everybody's been pretty consistent, and it's actually been really good and enlightening. And so today I'm going to be very quick, very brief. But today I'm just going to talk about owning who you are, owning the places that you're in, owning, right? You. Okay. So that is my phrase for myself. For the past couple of years, I've been in a place of where I was, okay, Alicia, just get up. I've been in a place where, okay, Alicia, you got to educate yourself. You have to do some self development. I've been in all of those places. Now it's time for me to actually show up in all the things that I have been developing myself in. And so this year, I am actually owning who I am and who I am called to be and what I am called to do. I am stepping in it with my high heels and my beautiful garments. All right. So, what that means for me is being intentional in every role that I am in my life. And that's with my marriage. That's with as a mother with my kids. That's showing up as a friend, showing up as a boss. It's not enough to just call yourself a boss anymore. It's actually owning that you are a boss. So you have to show up in every moment, every single moment, like you were meant to be there, right? And so you can't just second guess. You should, well, stop second guessing yourself. Stop thinking you're not enough for something. Stop thinking that you can't do it. And stop being afraid. Stop being afraid that you're going to make a mistake because you are. Let me just go ahead and put that out there. You're going to make a mistake. Stop being afraid of people. What are they going to say if I do this? What are they going to say if I put this out there? What are they going to do? Will they still have my back? Let me tell you something. If by what you're doing, and let me clarify, making sure that you are operating in your morals and values and you know that you are operating the thing that you are supposed to do. And if people walk away from you because you do that, people stop following you because you do that, they weren't meant to be there. And so you got to keep pushing. They cannot matter. You cannot get stuck on the people who are not really there for you. Okay. I think I put a post up that says if they don't pay my bills, if I don't talk to them on a regular basis, and if they are not adding value to my life, keep moving. Because I still got to make boss moves. I still got to have this boss mentality. I still got to have this boss inner being. And if we allow those people to come in and mess that up, they can throw us off our game, right? So go ahead and stop with that. Um, so let me just go into the first thing I put was show up in my marriage. Now, you may not be married, but you might be in a relationship, or you this may not come to you at all. Like this may not be for you at all. But anyway, showing up in my marriage, being intentional in my marriage, meaning I'm going to make sure that I'm validating that relationship. I'm going to make sure that I am feeding, nurturing that relationship. And that means being able to hear what my husband is saying and understand how he feels about certain things. And then we work together as a team and being intentional about spending time together, right? And so the next thing is showing up as a mother. So if you don't know, you should know because I say it all the time. I'm a homeschool parent and a mother. As well as I have a special needs child. So I have to show up in each of those roles intentionally. You cannot just wake up and say, oh, I'm going to teach my kids today. No, there's some preparation that has to go into that. There's some psychological thinking that has to go into that. There's a lot that goes into being a parent, especially if you want your kids to come out doing well for themselves. My goal, and I say this all the time, is I want my boys to be independent, and that's including my child with special needs. I want him to be independent. I want him to have well diverse relationships. I want them to be out there in the world and know that nothing can stop them. And so I can't just do that by just saying it. Like I can't just do that by hoping and wishing it. No, I have to be intentional in the things that I say to them. I have to be intentional in the things that I teach them, intentional in um, what I'm giving them on a daily basis. But hold up, intentional in my behavior, intentional in how they see me with other people, with my husband, with family members. I have to be intentional about those things. Next is showing up as a friend. Now, I'm very decisive in who I allow in my circle. And so I'm actually very picky. So I'll give you, if I see potential, I'm going to give you a chance and I'm going to open myself just so much, just so that I can kind of gauge where you are and allow you to open up to me as well. And if something blossoms from that, then that's amazing. But if not, okay, I know where I have to put you. So I'll put you over here in this category over here. So I have to be intentional in the people that surround me because the people I call friends are people that I allow to pour into me. People I call friends are people I allow to um, speak into the things that I have going on in my life. There are people that I go to if I have issues, and not just surface issues, deep rooted issues. I can go to them and talk to them. So I'm intentional in my relationships. I'm fostering that, and I'm making sure that I'm not just taking from them. I know the gifts that I have, and I know what I bring to the table. So that's what I give into the relationship, and I make sure that I'm there for them as well. And then last, show up and owning it as a boss. Being like this moment this year, at the end of last year, I just felt like this was my moment. This is my time. This is for me. This is mine. And not in a sense of I'm like power hungry. It's just all the things that God had been telling me for a long time. I'm actually walking in it now out of all of the work that I've put in, all of the trauma that I had to go through, all of the issues that I had to deal with, I'm walking in freedom and being a boss. And so when I say being a boss, that doesn't just mean I'm putting posts up on Facebook saying that I'm doing this, but it's actually that internal work that I've done. Like you don't have to own a business to be a boss. You don't. Like it's working on you and being free in yourself, and again, not intimidated by what society says, not intimidated by what's going on around you, not intimidated by the chatter. And also, how do I want to say it, that mind work, that negative chatter is getting a grip on it. Like like this is my moment. I always say every year, all the years is by year. So that's all I want to share with you today. I am excited and I hope that this was helpful to you so you can truly show up this year in 2021. COVID, that's an excuse. It's an excuse because if COVID affected you and it stopped you from doing whatever you're doing, maybe that was a sign that you needed to move to something else. Okay, a lot of times life happens so that it can push you in a forward direction, but sometimes we get stuck in where we are, and we don't want to move forward because all we know or all we will allow ourselves to know is that thing. So if 2020 was not a good year for you, think about working on whatever it was for you. Think about working on that inner dream that kept popping up in your head, but you kept suppressing. Try working on. I know my friend Tatiana said that she did a video. I have to post it down below, but she did a video that said that she talks about working on the entrepreneur skill. When she said that, I said, I never thought about it like that. Because I've just always done it and I've never thought about it as a skill. And people would always say, oh, well, I'm just not an entrepreneur. I love working the 9 to 5. And when she said that, I said, that that's another way of looking at it. Okay, well, maybe you like working your 9 to 5, but maybe work on your entrepreneurship as a skill because it's needed. Job security long when 9/11 happened, job security has never been a stable place to be. Never. But this right here, the things that you can come up with, can't nobody take that from you. And it's always growing as long as you allow it to, and you can always build from that. A lot of people, millionaires today, don't even have an 8th grade education, but they developed their skill as an entrepreneur and they moved in that. And so, again, that's all I have for you. Look, I'm done. Have an amazing day. Have an amazing week. If you missed setting boundaries, that is on my Facebook page. You can go and find it there. And so the next free event coming up is parenting versus entrepreneuring. I know it's not a word, but that's what I'm saying. That's the title of it. So you're going to make sure you want to sign up for that. Again, that's free. And then if you are needing help with something, I do have a course that is called Obtaining Real Balance. And even though it's talking about balance, it helps you in every aspect of your life. So check that out as well. Those links, all of those links will be inside of the comment box. Have an amazing day. This has been another moment with Alicia Richardson on Breakfast Business and Branding. Bye.